Breakups are things that can initially affect people's mental health. I've seen a lot of people out there just lose it after a breakup. They don't know how to handle themselves. They genuinely don't know what to do. So, in today's video, I'll be going and breaking down how you can initially get over a breakup. These are my own personal opinions and how I feel you should do it. That's if you choose to do it, of course. Now guys, I'm not gonna lie, this may sound a bit controversial, but the coach doesn't play it. So guys, how do we initially get over a breakup? So let's just give a whole scenario. You and this person have been together for, let's say, 4 years, right? Okay, that's 5 years. 5 years. You and this person have been together for a whole 5 years. And now your whole plan is to obviously just forget about them, move on. Things didn't work out. All of that, things didn't work out like how you guys obviously had planned them to work out. So how do we initially get over this breakup? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, things like these are really tough considering all the memories you guys have obviously made together and experienced. I'm not gonna lie to you, it gets tough because now you really don't want to go through all that whole process again with somebody else. But let me be honest with you, depending on how the breakup occurred and why it happened, you're just gonna have to let go. That sounds cliche, it sounds like something that everybody has ever said, but you're just gonna have to let it go. You need to obviously develop that mindset of whatever happened for a reason, and the whole reason it ended was because that phase in life is over. End of an era. You can have the baddest girl today and you don't have it tomorrow. Your turn is over. You may have the baddest girl today, tomorrow you lose her. Your turn is over. Let somebody else have their turn. So if you're obviously just trying to get over this breakup, or you with this guy, if he's gone, he's gone. If they moved on, they moved on. Let them go. I'm not gonna be here to be like, oh, nah, try to make... There's nothing, bro. Anything that broke you, you cannot go back to that. Let it go. Now, obviously, we try to see the good in people and be like, nah, maybe it can still work out. Maybe someday in future. There's no day in future that it's gonna work out, bro. It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. Stop lying to yourself, bro. Oh man, don't lie to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you give yourself false hope. Once the future comes and things don't work out like you had planned them to, it ends up being anticlimactic. Because you expected a good ending and then you got the complete opposite. Life doesn't work like that. Some of these things are hereditary. So if you maybe had a family member, that also was in a long-term relationship and they also separated from their partner and now it also happens to you, that means it's been passed down. Don't break the family cycle. Let things be. Do not break the family cycle. Because at the end of the day ain't gonna end, bro. At some point you just wake up and be like, damn, I'm actually okay. Like, you won't be like, yo, I'm actually good. Like, I'm actually good. You're not gonna feel all that tension within your heart, all that weight. Everything that's gonna try to hold you back. It's only moving forward. We're only moving forward. And I believe that that's the best way to go. Because in most cases, clinging onto the past, clinging onto people, nah, bro. I also believe that when people break up once, I don't really see the whole point of going back. It never works out. It's always the same outcome. And I've obviously seen this from experience as well. There's no such thing as it'll be better this time or it will be better next time. Bro, once you break up with the person, don't go back, bro. Don't go back. Don't go back. Especially if this relationship is bad, doing you bad mentally. I don't really think it's a good idea to go back, to be honest. I don't really think it's a good idea. Because at the end of the day, your mental health matters more than some relationship that you'll probably get again. I also need you guys to understand that most of these things are temporary. We're living in a time where things are just temporary, bro. Like, the type of people you're looking for, they're there, but they're not really there. They're hidden somewhere, but they're just not there. But believe me, they are there. Develop the mindset of it's just your turn. When your turn is over, your turn is over. Stop trying to extend your contract when your contract is ended. If the player is gone, the player is gone, bro. If the player decided they want to play for another club, you let them. If they decided they want to stay there, you let them stay there. Now, it obviously depends if you're the one that fumbled and you can try the whole buyback clause, but I don't really think it's worth it. The whole thing of buyback clause, making them come back, all these strategies, if they really liked you, it wouldn't be that way. One more thing I'd like to say, stop chasing, bro. You can pursue somebody, but you don't chase them. Because now you're just forcing them to settle for you. And we don't force. We just let things flow. So stop chasing. Let things just be regular. You know? I don't want it to be a thing of, oh, I heard that one of you boys, one of you girls started chasing, and I'm like, come on, bro. Stop chasing. Stop chasing. If the person doesn't want you, the person does not want you. You can try somewhere else. But if the contract is ended, the contract is ended, bro. Another thing, in terms of moving on, and you're looking for some sort of companionship or some sort of relationship, try to vet the person first, bro. Get to know them in a long period of time to see who they initially are. People can play facades for 2-3 years, bro. After 4 years of being with this person, you find out who they really are. That's how good people are at hiding things. Human nature. You as a human, you hide things. Now the same way you can hide things, think about it. Another human can do that too. You're not that special. Somebody can also hide that. And finally, stop believing that that person is so special. They're not that special, bro. At the end of the day, you're just settling. You know? We're just chasing that drive, which ends up ending after all. That's why I always congratulate people that have been together for the longest of time and never really gave up on one another. You know, despite the disrespect, the boundary crossing, they still managed to be together. And that's actually kind of crazy because, yeah, we could call that unconditional love at some point because they've all been together. They never really gave up on one another. And I don't blame them, yo. Like, if you really love somebody, go for it, bro. But I wouldn't really recommend being with someone who disrespects you, cross boundaries, you know, that's things that you don't like, just so that they can get reactions. It doesn't work like that, bro. Salute to all the people that actually stay in these long-term relationships despite all the shenanigans that occur in the relationship. I salute you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I really salute you guys. But to be honest, just let it go. I know deep somewhere inside, you are feeling some type of way about this relationship. Let this relationship go if it's not working out. Let it go. Let it go. I know you want to let it go. Be honest. Be honest. You wanna let it go. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Follow me on Instagram at Vick. Ensure that you subscribe to the most perspicacious. Yes, Vick, the most perspicacious. Yes, the only one to do it, the most perspicacious. The most perspicacious. Thank you guys once again. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, share with your friends. Share the message. People need to hear this. But always remember, the coach doesn't play.